Very rarely do you get to the final day of group stage action and the final game of group stage action with a scenario as simple but as differing in possibilities as this. Spain win here, they finish first in the group, draw their second, lose their third, and if they lose, England will take second heading into the knockout stages. It's set up for a mouth-watering clash. The hosts England against Spain in what should be a wonderful occasion. My name is Oliver Walker-Peel. It is a pleasure and a privilege to have your company from Loughborough University as the players make their way out to the middle and break. We will head out to the middle of the pitch here at Loughborough University to hear the national anthems of first Spain and then England.
And now, if you're able to, please stand for the team's national anthems. This is Spain's national anthem. This is the English national anthem.
It is the moment so many kids dream of. The chance to sing your national anthem in a major tournament. And the English have just done it with gusto. And on their home deck here at Loughborough University, the first time tournament football has been played in this country in CP football for 10 years, they have the opportunity to qualify in the top two with a win. There is the standing captain England Porcher, or David Porcher for England. England's Porcher, the man born in Scotland, stands there with the officials and his captain counterpart from Spain, Victor Varela. And he will lead this England team. There are two changes for the English. Matt Crossan, the normal captain for England, and James Blackwell are the two that drop out. In come Harry Baker and David Porcher. The team as follows. Number 1 is Giles Moore. 2 is Liam Irons. 3, Mason Dunbar. 5, Harry Baker. 8, Sam Dewhurst. 9, David Porcher. And 14 is Matthew Robinson. Our referee this evening is Argentine Dario Rojas. He gets the big games and there's a reason why, and he's got this one. Here is the Spain team that he will oversee. There are 3 changes from their game last time out. Martin Ruiz comes in, as does Daniel Ibarra and Hector Martin. Outdrop Boya Pombo, Jose Mabueno and Santi Macia. The team as follows. Martin Ruiz in goal is number 13. Number 5, Victor Varela. Number 8, Aketa Requena. 10, Hector Martin. 11, Alejandro Gonzalez. 12 is Yerrick Martinez, and 14 is Daniel Ibarra. And there is a chance that kickoff will be delayed here. In fact, as we tick towards 6:30, we will definitely have kickoff delayed. We have had plenty of games across today in the IFCPF Men's Euros and the Women's Intercontinental Cup. And sometimes that means that we need to share staff across multiple games, and the medical team are still making their way over. So that is the news. That is why we are not starting when we were scheduled. So whether it's a case of them being over on the women's pitch and they need to make their way over here, that game is still ongoing between the US and Nepal and still has a fair bit of time left in it, so I'm told. So if that is the case, and we are waiting for that game to be completed, we will be here a short while.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are currently waiting for the medical staff, which is currently overseeing the other ongoing game, to arrive at the pitch so the game can commence. Until then, the kickoff is delayed. It should only be a matter of minutes. Thank you for your patience.
And so we keep waiting. We're not sure for how long. There is apparently 6 minutes left in that game between the USA and Nepal. So if that is what we are waiting for, it will be at least that long. For those playing along at home, it's 9-1 for the US in that game. It will give more time for the players to make their way across and fans to make their way across. But that is the word. Whether there was maybe a potential delay in the women's game, if there was an injury there. To be honest with you, I can't be too sure. But what we are hearing is that there is an indefinite delay to kick off of this one. We'll definitely see a match here tonight, there's no doubt about that. So the women's match was delayed, we're hearing. Originally the kickoff was delayed. And so that's why the flow-on effect, if you will, is that this one then gets delayed. Could we build the anticipation up any more? You could already hear a pin drop as the national anthems were going. And so teams have more time to think this through, as if they haven't been thinking about it all day. So if you've just joined us and you're expecting to see football right about now, there is a delay in the kickoff time of this match between England and Spain. There's no question as to whether we'll see football tonight. We definitely will here. The reason why kickoff was delayed in the match between the United States of America and Nepal in the IFCPF Women's Intercontinental Cup. And it is the same medical staff rostered on for that game as for this. Or to put it in a different way, we are waiting for medical staff to get from there to here And so we are about to get a picture-in-picture view of the United States of America and Nepal match that is at 47 minutes. Worth noting that there is no added time in that game, so it is 2.5 minutes there, but it does look as though we are getting things going. So we are getting things going a couple of minutes early than that game finishing, so now, to be honest with you, I'm not sure why we've had a delay. I can only be as honest as that. But the good news is we're getting football. Slightly later than advertised, but we are getting football. And if you need any reminder as to what we're about to see, it's probably the biggest game of the group stages. Spain win their top of their group, draw their second and lose their third. England would take second in that scenario, and that is what they must do. Nothing less than a win would be good enough for England, who are in that famous white shirt that has adorned English football for over 150 years. Spain are in red, knowing that anything more than a defeat sees them through, and we will work everything else out from there. We are still waiting, even though players are in position, which would indicate that we were ready to go. And so, maybe we aren't ready. It appeared as though we were.
Dario. Dario.
It sounds like a full-time whistle might have been blown over on the other pitch. Suppose you plan for so many things for a tournament. I'm not sure either of the two teams would have been quite planning for this. So the women's game has finished. That was the full-time whistle. It's finished 11-1 to the USA over Nepal. There is a conversation between Dario Rojas and Ashley Hammond in the bottom of the picture. So the reason for our delay for this one has been relayed, and there was a medical emergency in the match between the United States of America and Nepal that was obviously unforeseen. Medical emergencies are unforeseen, so we had one in that game, which is then not allowed for the restart of this one. So that is why, because the ambulance that was needed for this game was required to be elsewhere. And so that is why we're delayed here. And we hope that everybody involved in said emergency is okay, or as well as possible. And the football in this game is underway. After all the talking and more talking than we thought we might need, we are underway. Martin is barged over by Liam Irons. And to repeat for you the scenario. An England win would see them through. A draw for Spain gets them through in second. A Spanish win allows for them to top the group. They met at the last European Championships, these two. England won by 3-1. This might be the most high magnitude game these two teams have played. And David Porcher is there for England. He tried to chance a look at it. Robinson works it back. Porcher over the top of one and stunted by a second. Well played, Daniel Ibarra, to get into the right position. And it's out of play, into touch for an England throw. What that delay did allow for, by the way, is plenty of England fans to make their way across. At 6:30, didn't look as many fans as we have seen in previous England games, but there might be more than we've seen across the first two now, which I suppose the Spanish wouldn't be a fan of. Robinson. Porcher. His first start of the tournament and only his second appearance. He didn't play against Ukraine. Robinson behind David Porcher, who was caught on his heels. Man who got 9 goals in 6 at the World Cup last year in Salau. Was only bettered by Sem van Helden, who had 10. And there is a foul throw, which will give England the ball back. Well, that's what they thought, at least. It is going to Spain. And staying with Spain, Daniel Ibarra. Mason Dunbar stepping in, and he couldn't keep the ball in play. Correa. Martin. Yannick Martinez keeping hold. He was sent over. It wasn't fouled, but Harry Baker was. Great play, well done. Spanish fans already growing frustrated. We've travelled 3 minutes. Porcher with the England free kick. Curls it in. Might break here for Robinson, who elects to leave it. A corner. Porcher, left-footed. Back post! Irons broke clear of his man, but headed wide. Irons there, tying his shoelace. He plays for Norwich City locally alongside his England teammate Regan McMillan, who is the backup goalkeeper. He's originally from Dunstable and Luton. He was a man who wasn't aware of the existence of cerebral palsy football until he was 25. That was 9 years ago. And so he's missed out on some of the formative years that some of his teammates and other players around the CP football world have. Which is a shame, really, because in the time he's been in the sport, he's played well. Hector Martinov after this tried to roll it across, and Yerrick Martinez would have been in on goal if the ball was good enough. Giles Moore there to sort it out. He saved a penalty against Ukraine in the last game. And he almost inspired England to what would have been a big draw. And it would have meant that they would have had more wiggle room for tonight that they don't have. They lost 1-0 to Ukraine in their last game. Ball down the line for Porcher, wide, and a ball in for Spain. Playing across the face of goal, Varela. Got away from Porcher. How dangerous was that from Spain? Martin. Spain have started well. Requena over the top. And already Spain have used more gears than England, I reckon. Andy Smith's men have struggled to get out of 4th or 5th, which is not what you want in the biggest game of your tournament up to now. Porcher rolled Varela. Was he being pulled back? He thought so, but the referee didn't. Sent Varela flying, but that wasn't a foul either. Ball rolled out of play. And do we need VAR? The Spanish fans think that we do. Dario Rojas saw nothing wrong with the infraction at first glance. And the ball will be dropped for Spain here. They were in possession. Martin. Let's help it on. Dunbar was there. Drew Hurst couldn't find an England teammate. It is behind for goal kick for England. Giles Moore to take in international tournament number 8 for him. Drew Hurst long. Porcher, can he get there first? He does and keeps it in. Lofts it and in! The man from Livingston in Scotland has scored a priceless England goal. And as it stands right now, England in their home tournaments are on course to head through inside the top 2. The Golden Boot winner at the last Euros with 13. That one is more important, possibly, than all of them combined. Spain have to just avoid defeat. England currently winning, and as such are on their way through. If this stays as is. Gonzalez rolling forward, cut off by Baker. Robinson spinning as he played. Requena claiming that he was clipped. David Porcher, eligible for England, by the way. Mentioned that he was born in Scotland. He's eligible because he's got an English grandfather. Also playing for TGB in 2016 in the Paralympics. Has trained with the Scottish national team before, but never played for them in a tournament, which meant that he wasn't tied. San Ruiz, the ball at his feet. He made his competitive debut for Spain against England in the 3-1 loss in the last Euros. David Porcher scored a hat-trick that day in Sardinia. And given that his team are 1-0 down, he's happy to take a fair bit of time off the clock. I know it's only early, or relatively early, but that's not an approach you usually see. Andrew Gonzalez, Requena, Dewhurst played it really well. Right in front of the England bench, who all in unison were applauding his efforts. Robinson looking to work with Porcher down the England right. David Porcher will get back in, prodded into the box. No one was there where it was landing. Able to hook away there, Varela. Sent back is Baker. Tries to play forward. A heavy touch from Requena allowed Dewhurst in, and he slammed it into touch. Martin. Ibarra. Lateral ball. Irons got there for England, and Martin Ruiz and Victor Varela were a little bit unsure who it was meant for between the two of them. In the end, it was dealt with insofar as much that it was sent out of play for an England ball in. I'll take the throw with Dunbar. Porcher will try and work something out. And there was a foul inside the box. Robinson sending Martin Ruiz over. Gonzalez. Hector Martin was just the best player at the last Euros. Was sparklingly good. Needs to show his best here. Requena on towards Martin. He was covered off by Liam Irons. Spain probably started the better of the two teams. England have defended well since, particularly since their goal. They're going to have to keep doing that. It's rolled across towards Martin, but Yannick Martinez couldn't find him. And the stand-in England skipper, who has the only goal for England, helps them keep it. Dunbar, Dewhurst, and it's hit the corner flag and gone out to play for a throw. It will be Mason Dunbar's to take. Scored 2 goals at the most recent World Cup in Spain in November, both of them in the 9-2 win over Canada in the group stages. It was the final game of England's group stage. Irons. Left footed in towards the middle. Too tall for Dewhurst, who scampers after it for England. And couldn't quite keep it in for as long as he would have hoped. Artificial light taking over here at Loughborough as Martin receives to Spain. Tries to twist away from Liam Irons. Had to backpedal, he's sent it over and Yerrick Martinez couldn't score. Looked like the goal was gaping for him, but Moore got across. If he'd have got his feet sorted, it might have been one each. England have got to be careful of that. He's far too good a player to leave alone at the back post. Martin allowed room to move until Dewhurst cut that off. He looks Spain's most likely, which stays true to form given how good he's been in his young Spain career. He's only 22, but he plays well beyond his years, and Spain will need him there to get something here which would send them through. They've got a corner as they look to try and fight their way back. The corner, and it was spilled by Moore, but he kept it in. Irons with a bit of a 5-iron. Or maybe a wedge clipped it up towards Porcher. Was headed up by Varela, but eventually behind for another England set piece. We're a couple of minutes beyond the midway point of the half. It is David Porcher's goal that separates the two teams. His fourth of the tournament for those playing along at home after a hat-trick against Northern Ireland. A whistle from Dario Rojas. He is sorting things out in the goal mouth. Liam Irons part of this conversation, as is Aketo Requena. Now we're good to go. Left-footed back post from Dewhurst. Baker went over. And there is another England corner to come. Harry Baker contending that his shirt was being pulled. Next corner. Again, it's Dewhurst to send it in. Didn't clear the front post. Martin was there to head away. Dunbar to recycle it. Dewhurst and Irons through the middle of a couple. Left-footed. Okay, now we'll head towards the touchline. Martin went down as if to try and buy a foul off Dario Rojas. Dario Rojas wasn't buying what he was selling, so England keep hold of the ball. And that one will be a free kick. Alejandro Gonzalez clipped there. Pressure from Porcher. It was skewed towards the touchline by Ruiz, the Spanish goalkeeper, but Spain were able to keep it in. Requena then lost it. Dewhurst, bouncing ball towards Porcher. Can he work Victor Varela here? He will spread it out wide for Mason Dunbar. Well, Harry Baker want to show the golden boot back in 2018 with 7 goals. Now looks to provide one. Beaten away from the shot of David Porcher by Martin Ruiz. Less than 10 to play in the opening half an hour. Kickoff was delayed if you're just joining us. What a 20 minutes we've seen in this one. Unable to get his foot on the ball there, Yerrick Martinez. Play for the ball in. Yerrick Martinez, by the way, made his international debut at 15. We were talking earlier on about Liam Irons and how he didn't discover this sport until 10 years on from that at 25. So it just goes to show the point. He missed out on some vital years. Porcher over towards Sam Dewhurst. Tried to clip it in early. Robinson was stealing in at the back stick, but it didn't get there. Dewhurst for Irons and back for Sam Dewhurst. Left-footed, nodded away by Varela. Touchdown by Robinson, it was a heavy touch. Here goes Spain, 2 wide. Ibarra run down by Robinson, who was helped out then by Dunbar. For those just joining us, England leading by a 1-0. David Porcher with the goal. Spain still looking for a response. Ibarra. Yerrick Martinez. Gave it away. Porcher saw the goalkeeper off his line. Slipped as he tried to catch him out. Martin traverses down the Spain right, is shown in field and takes the option on, away from Dewhurst. He plays it to Martinez, who tried to give it him back. He was sent back further than he would have wanted. Pass played behind Daniel Ibarra. Peels from both sides for the throw. It'll be England who will get the decision. Spain moving on. Martin away from Dewhurst. He drives it low. And Giles Moore gets down. For England, this is the name of the game. When Spain come forward, they've got to get back and defend, and they've done that well so far. Porcher, Dewhurst. Robinson going down the right, but he didn't get the ball. Harry Baker did, and he'll get it to Robinson. 1:14 with the chance to run at another. He moves away from Ibarra. Gives it to Liam Irons, who is inside his own half. Left-footed. It's nodded down by Baker towards Porcher, and eventually it's scrambled behind by Alejandro Gonzalez. Dunbar will go relatively short, Dewhurst, left-footed will go longer. Baker, free header, down into the ground. Was that off an arm? It was off the shoulder, according to Dario Rojas, so no spot kick. For new followers of cerebral palsy football, we've introduced something relatively similar to VAR to this tournament. It isn't VAR, there's no one to assist Dario Rojas but himself. He can be called over as Porcher tracking back, wins the ball off Araya and will travel forward with Dewhurst up with him. Porcher will take it alone, down the England right, David Porcher, and a great stop. Martin Ruiz was massive. An outstretched hand to deny David Porcher, who in bearing down on goal might have dealt himself some damage. They're just testing out the leg, maybe the knee. He will be helped off. The thumb goes up from the England physio. Corner from Dewhurst. Didn't get by Martin, who won it away at the front post. Irons to lift it back. David Porcher back on, so England returning to a full complement of 7. Rolling short. Irons to fashion a cross. Headed clear by Ibarra. Sent back with interest by Porcher. Baker is up there. Couldn't win his header down to the path of Dewhurst of England. Ibarra wanted Martin, but Irons was blocking the passing lane. Irons towards Porcher, but well played by Alejandro Gonzalez, who starts Spain forward to Martin with a couple of step overs, rolls it left. Martinez and Martin, he couldn't keep it down. Presentable opportunity that. Couldn't make the most of it. Footed for more, might go all the way through to Dewhurst, who went over. England wants a penalty and they're not going to get it. Two minutes is the reported amount of time we're going to get at the end of the opening half an hour. Dunbar blocking the ball forward by Requena. High and away from Baker. Barra to Varela. To Martin. Rolls it over. Requena. Alejandro Gonzalez. Ibarra. Over to the Spain right with Hector Martin, who drifts in, shoots and scores! Right on the stroke of half-time, the complexion of the game changes. He's been the best for Spain of the night so far. He drove in and via a deflection gets the Spanish level.
Official has indicated there will be 2 minutes of added time. 2 minutes.
And this game stays so well set up. Do England have time for something before the break? Robinson towards Dunbar, who charged forward. There's space in behind. Martin rolls it forward and Baker with a crucial intervention. Requena might have been in otherwise. Ruiz towards Gonzalez. Varela further on. Irons will get there first for England. And could only put it into touch. Aitor Ureño, the Spanish coach, is buzzing with his team right about now. And why not? Chance for Alejandro Gonzalez. He snatched at it. And that is the final moment of the half. Spain are on course to join Ukraine into the final four. England have led for most of the half. David Porcher's effort, a wonderful one at that, put England in front. And in the 30th minute of 30, Hector Martin sent an effort on goal. It was deflected and then into the corner to make it 1-1. There are nerves in the stands just about everywhere you look. Both sets of fans would attest to that, but at the break here at Loughborough University, it is England 1, Spain 1.
Watch the games live on the IFCPF
Half an hour to go in the IFCPF Men's Euros group stages. And this, the biggest game of the lot to round them off, is level at the break. England 1, Spain 1 is the scoreline. An England win gets them through inside the top 2. And an England defeat, well, that would get Spain top of the group. A draw will get Spain second, so 1 point, not enough for England, 3 is. And that will be the order of the day for them. They were sent out ridiculously early, earlier than anyone would think by Andy Smith. Whether that was because of a hairdryer or whether because they just know what they have to do and don't need to be told anything more. England simply must score. If they can't manage that, then there's no way they're going through. Can Spain hold the fort down and stop the home nation from finding a way through? This half an hour will be an intriguing watch. What will give? David Porcher is England's FT3 and tonight started as their captain. England's traditional captain in Matt Crossan-Waite. You just feel like he's the man for England. He scored their goal and might need to score another as Irons wanted to go towards the back post. Robinson was there. And the other thing to think about is how much Spain might try and slow the game up here. They already have what they need. If the whistle was to blow now, they'd be through. It is England who must chase the game. Martin, forward for Yerrick Martinez. England European finalists 2 years ago. They are risking not qualifying out of their group right now. An England throw to come. Ball sent up towards Porcher, who was nowhere near it. Gonzalez down the line, Requena with Don Barros' back. Martin is bowled over by Irons. Sent out of play. Hector Martin is the ire of the England players. There's a couple contending that he's going down too easy on a number of occasions. Liam Irons is leading the charge. He doesn't need reminding of what's at stake. Dewhurst. Irons. Infield, Liam Irons off the post. You could hardly come closer. Martin Ruiz was beat, but had the post to his aid. Martin, good football by Spain. England getting stretched here. Martinez. Rolled in board. Varela in behind. Requena was watched by Irons as Moore flings England forward. Porcher will get there for the English. Dunbar. England go from right to left. Robinson. Dewhurst. Crowded out. Varela. Martin. He was brought down by Dewhurst. In fact, it was Irons. They were both over there, but it was Irons who committed the foul and Liam Irons who was carded. And maybe it wasn't Liam Irons, because he's protesting, saying that it wasn't me. It appeared to be Dewhurst who fouled Hector Martin, and Liam Irons is protesting a case of mistaken identity, and it is going to Sam Dewhurst instead. In the end, it was good refereeing, acknowledging the mistake and changing the direction of the card. So the direction of the yellow card was a little bit unclear, but the fact that a free kick was awarded was not. And it is a free kick that Victor Varela, the Spanish skipper, stands over. It's right-footed and easily saved by Giles Moore. Throws it as long as he can. And it was perfect from Giles Moore. Porcher immediately putting Gonzalez under pressure. It's out of play for a throw. Ball hit the corner flag on the way out, but Dunbar not going all the way up there. That's behind for an England corner. Dewhurst, left-footed off a couple of heads. Robinson back in first time, won't get to Baker. Varela wins his header. Cleared by Ibarra. Dunbar, up and over halfway. Down the line. Ball bouncing off the corner flag and out of play. England are going to their bench. James Blackwell is the first man outside of the starting seven to be called upon. And Matthew Robinson sees his number 14 go up in red. The oldest man in this England squad, and all his experience and guile will be needed to get England over the line here, you would think. Requena. Won by Dewhurst, who was helped out by Dunbar. Requena kept hold, went over, he wasn't fouled. The Spanish bench call for calm. It's on for Varela. Ruiz, Porcher pressing. Spanish keeper playing it away from his press. Ibarra towards Martin. England deal with it. Porcher nips it off Varela and then ran it out. Ibarra was good enough to give him little room. And there will be another England change. David Porcher is coming off and Matt Crossan is coming on. We wondered how long this would take. England are losing their main goal-scoring threat in a time where they need a goal for some poise in midfield and communication from the back. They'll get more of that with Crossan. The man from Stockton in England's northeast comes on and the captain reassumes responsibility. He lamps it long up towards Baker, who was never keeping that in. He's got 20 minutes, as do the rest of his team. It's a foul. So Martin, player fouled. Every second will be added on. That is for sure. I'm sure Daryl Rojas will be making that point to the England players who might be complaining at the fact that this game hasn't got back underway. So Martin is receiving treatment. Remember, every game of the IFCPF Men's Euros and IFCPF Women's Intercontinental Cup is live on the IFCPF YouTube channel. All updates will be over on our social media pages at IFCPF. Free kick, Varela into the middle, stooping low Dunbar. Matt Crossan towards Blackwell, out of play. This time on from Requeda. Irons won it off Martin. Did the switch in hope. Ibarra was there. Varela. Martin. Varela gets by Baker. This is death by 1,000 cuts from an England point of view. There is time, a lot of it, but Spain are managing this game so well. Irons towards Crossan, who will stretch to keep it in and do just that. Matt Crossan surges infield, left-footed, low, Dewhurst can't fire a shot on goal. Crossan back in, and he loses out of the decision. It's a Spain throw. Just over 15 to play. Foul. Alejandro Gonzalez. Went over. The Spanish fans wanting more punishment for James Blackwell. Martin shifts it over. Varela. Dewhurst winning it off Ibarra for England. Irons. Hits and hope. And Varela sends that one a mile. Irons lifting one. Blackwell taking down James Blackwell and Harry Baker. Harry Baker cooking up something special for England. And the hosts lead again. 12.5 minutes left in the hour. England are back on course. The job's not done yet. The way Andy Smith will surely see it. Spain will throw everything they have at this now. Martin helped it on. Martinez disrupted by Crossan. They'd love that he's on now. Martin to shoot. It's blocked. Was it off an arm? No, it wasn't. Varela high. And now Mason Dunbar takes a seat. And now it is England who will be wanting to take every single second available to them off the clock. That's just how this game works. So much different between cerebral palsy football and the traditional 11-a-side. There are some things that stay the exact same. Crossan. That was deflected behind for a corner. And England have got that out of nothing. James Blackwell's booked. He's done for time wasting, according to Dario Rojas. Dewhurst, back post, crossing over the top. A Spain change. Josema Bueno is on. Yerrick Martinez withdrawn. Martin, opposed to Liam Irons of England, who sends that one flying out of play. Rakena. Irons back in. Clips it down the line. Baker supplying the press. Rakena. Back to Martin. One wasn't off an arm. Dewhurst. England don't get the call. Martin. Rakena turning away from Dunbar. It's blocked by Liam Irons. And then off the arm of Hector Martin. Lady Luck is smiling with the England, with every 50-50 happening on the pitch. Dewhurst forwards. Dealt with by Gonzalez. Hector Martin, been brilliant all night. He's sent over. No foul. He throws his arms in frustration. Baker's got no one with him in a white shirt. Is forced to go it alone. Out of play from Varela. England have got it at the right end of the pitch. If they can keep it here for the next 8 minutes, things would be a whole lot easier for them. Blackwell, Irons, up towards Crossan. Doesn't always play this high up the pitch. He couldn't get there, but it is an England ball. To the fans in English living rooms, I'll ask you this. How is your heart rate? Bouncing ball, Baker again. Was almost in again. It's another England corner. Dewhurst will have it. Left-footed, high, back post, Blackwell. Fouled Victor Varela as he got his head to it. Change. Javi Cortez is on for Alejandro Gonzalez. Made one appearance at his home World Cup in Spain last year, Javi Cortez. He's been more of a regular in this tournament. Can he bob up with a goal for Spain? Bueno. Martin. Face to face with Irons. Can he work space for a shot? He finds Cortez. And that is a Spain corner. Matt Crossan wasn't so sure. Long ball. Baker to try and sort that out. It's out of play and a corner. A priceless England corner. Sam Dewhurst, left-footed, ball in. Martin Ruiz with something on it. Away by Cortez. Requena is there and Dewhurst will foul him. He is on a yellow card. So he has to be very careful. Varela on. Crosser with the head. Broke for Cortez. It was blocked by Mason Dunbar. As Irons walks it clear. Baker was in behind. Ball couldn't get there. And still he is. Blackwell pops it high. Harry Baker will control ahead of Varela. He's sent it to the corner and will hold it there. That's a dangerous game to be playing with 4 minutes left. Surely there's too long left for that. Or maybe not. There's a reason I'm standing here. And those players are in the England white out there. Dewhurst with the resulting corner. Cross and stealing in. Headed down into the ground. That might have sealed it. Santi Macia will come on for Hector Martin. And the number 10 on his back will be a number 10 that England will be glad to see the back of. He's been brilliant. Santi Macia, though, is a goal threat. It's an FT3 change for Spain. Irons goes over. He's barged down. We have travelled through 19/20ths of this match. There is 3 minutes to play in the hour. England 2, Spain 1. Harry Baker, right now, is the hero that England needed and have. Baker, the target of the Blackwell flick on. And that'll be a Spain free kick. Blackwell's foot raised. Santi Macia won't get there. Irons will, and Macia fouls Liam Irons. If you're asking a question of where the card is, England might not be too bothered about that. Liam Irons is. The more important matter is the fact that his team lead. Dewhurst, left-footed, Palma Ruiz, Blackwell's there. He can't force it home. Crossan was about to take over. It was left back for Dunbar, and that took a deflection on the way behind. Dewhurst takes it short. 1-2 with Dunbar, sliding in Jose Bueno. Forward by Requena. Sent back by Liam Irons. Baker will keep it in. And not quite win the throw. We're approaching the final minutes of the hour. The question is, how much will we have on top of that? We'll find out soon enough. It's going to be an important number. We are hearing there'll be 5 minutes added on at the end of the hour. Goes without saying that's not a number that when it is raised, England will like. It will give Spain hope. Messia. Watched by Baker. Dunbar steps in. Broke for Ibarra. Crossan holding his man up. And gave away the foul. Matt Crossan's got to get himself booked here. That 5 flashes up in red. It's about to be shown to the watching crowd. The majority of them are not going to like it. They'll like that. England throw. We are into the first of 5.
The fourth official has indicated there will be a minimum of 5 minutes of added time. 5 minutes.
Hold on to your fingernails. Hold on to your seats. This nail-biting affair has got a few minutes left of it yet. Baker can't win England the throw. Varela. Bueno. Spain have got it in the wrong end of the pitch the way they're concerned. It's how to play for a Spain throw. Rolled in short. Crossing in on Messia. It's a Spain ball. But the important thing for England is they are keeping Spain away from their goal. Ibarra. His pass misfired, but Irons sent it into touch. Bueno. Around Blackwell, who got back on terms. Baker couldn't block the pass. Varela for Spain. Rolls across. What a save by Giles Moore. Aketa Requena must have thought he'd scored. That, for now at least, has kept England with hopes of gold alive. The corner dealt with from an England point of view. Dunbar races after it. Baker's ahead of him. Dunbar went over, wasn't fouled. Messia forward. Irons is there. Down for Crossan. The ball stays in English custody. Irons. Couldn't find Dunbar. Halfway through the 5. The European finalists 2 years ago in England are so close but not there yet. Crossan fouls Varela. Messia. Blackwell in. He'll let Ruiz play it. Messia. Oh, there was a chance in behind if the ball was good to Cortez and it was too long. Harry Baker will be lauded as a hero if this stays as is, but Giles Moore with a similarly crucial contribution. Gets it long towards Baker and he'll head for the corner. A Spain throw. Crossan sweating on Messia. Free kick for Spain. Masia. And Varela. Gets by Dewhurst and then by Baker. England with everyone behind the ball. Into the final minute of the 5. Varela. Keeps it from Dewhurst. Spain have got to get it forward. Ibarra. Bueno. Headed high by Dewhurst. Helped on by Blackwell. Baker went over. No free kick. Cortez slammed away from him by Dunbar. "20 seconds left. Hearts racing for those of an England persuasion. Spain might have one more chance. Varela wants some help. Check of the watch from Dario Rojas. It's pop long. Trapped by Requena. Taken away by Irons. And Dewhurst. England are through to the final 4. The runners-up from 2023 keep their hopes alive to go one better 2 years later in their home tournament. And it was Harry Baker's sweet treat in the second half that gets England over the line. And it is a result that all of Loughborough will love. England qualifies second behind Ukraine in Group A. And it is the Netherlands who will wait for them in the semi-final. And that, I can tell you already, will be a wonderful watch. By the skin of their teeth, the English are through. Full time from Loughborough University. It has finished. England 2, Spain 1.
1 for England. They qualify second in the group behind Ukraine. But what an amazing effort that was from both our teams. Let's give them one final round of applause. What a nail-biting game. Thank you once again for joining us live on YouTube and of course in person. Thank you to all of our volunteers. Thank you to all the coaching staff and of course the teams. Make sure to follow IFCPF on social media. Watch the games live on the IFCPF YouTube channel and we have more coming your way.
If you've
We'll
got it
see you
ready.
shortly.
I haven't.
Venga, chicos, venga, va, cabeza alta, venga, va.
¡Esas caras arriba!
Os queremos, venga, os queremos. Os queremos, la vida a todo, venga, va. Venga, va, que sí. Venga, chicos, va. Muchas gracias por acompañar, venga.
Ahora cuando pases a él, que le preguntas dónde tiene las tarjetas. Mi papá se la ha dejado en casa.
¿Me das un beso? ¿Son sillas? ¿También hay silla allí? ¿Me das un beso? ¿Ahí también hay sillas? ¿Un balón? ¿Hay un balón? Ya se lo he pedido. ¿Vamos a jugar al balón? Venga, vamos a jugar al balón. Putada, tío, esa. Ahora le fútbol. Venga, vamos, vamos. Venga, va.
¿Lo dicho o qué? Fútbol. Venga, va.
England's hero tonight is Harry Baker. 2-1 win for England over Spain, which gets England through to the semi-finals in second in Group A. Harry, you've scored the winner. We were saying off there, you get all the plaudits when you score the goals. How did you see that winner?
Oh, well, Jim did great, brilliant to keep the ball alive, and I was just in the right place at the right time. You know, it's been a long time for me to come in to score, so I'm glad I put it in the back of the net.
Certainly did, and you came big when it mattered most for your country. We were talking a little bit there, joking a little bit, saying, you know, you've got the interview, you've got the plaudits, but there's so many others who played so well tonight. How proud of you of your team? You've got the job done, you needed to win, and you've done it. Yeah, that's what it's a squad game. You know, Liam Irons was fantastic, marking Hector Martin, who's probably the best player in the world at the moment. So to nullify him, I know he scored a goal, but to nullify him as much as he did is amazing. And then Giles Moore to step up like he did against Ukraine with a big save at the end at 2-1 to, you know, win us the game. I'd assume, being English, that you'll celebrate this one pretty hard tonight, but of course there's a huge game coming up. The Netherlands will await you in the semi-final. Are you thinking already to that, or are you planning to celebrate this one tonight and then get to that one later? Well, I think, you know, we'll probably celebrate on the bus on the way back to St George's Park, and then, you know, rest, recover, because Holland have looked fantastic this tournament. You know, they're really fit, they're a really good team, they're really well coached, so it's going to be a tough game. So we have to perform at those sort of levels again if we want to beat them. It's going to be some watch, isn't it? We've got a couple of days before then, but Harry, enjoy this one tonight. You've won the game for England. All the best, congratulations. I'll hand over to Ashley Hammond. Thank you very much.
Harry, congratulations, great game, fun to watch the game, and you're right, you get the plaudits, man. You get the player of the match, a little something for you to remember your evening by, so congratulations. Thank you very much. And thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Cheers.
Aquí me marcaste. Aquí me marcaste. Vamos a las mantas.
So, England win in the final match of the group stages, and the next round of matches are set and sealed. But tonight, the only thing that matters for these England players and fans is that their team got the job done. They needed a win, they got the win, and those England fans are happy. Is CP football coming home? Well, there's every chance. From Olive Walker Peel, it has been a pleasure and a privilege to have your company and talk you through this one. The hosts of this tournament, the IFCPF Men's Euros, will be inside the Final Four and the top half of the bracket. Take care, stay safe. If you're an England fan, enjoy the night and the win, and goodbye for now.